Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Control Biz Reboot Now. This is, of course, brought to you by the Department of Trade and Industry, particularly the ECOM Group, and also by THEMS International Business School and the Philippine Trade Training Center. We have a lot of enablers who are actually supporting us by way of serving themselves as presenters and resource persons. Pangalawang araw o pangalawang session po natin ito, nitong 3 araw na webinar. We have actually prepared 9 sessions and this afternoon is actually very interesting dahil pag-uusapan po natin ang taxes. Yes, taxes. Alam ko po, sa panahong ito, karamihan sa inyo, isa sa mga ayaw pag-usapan ay taxes. But I think with the presenter, with the guest that we had this afternoon, we can clear things out, you can even find out how you can be of help to the country, yung sabi nga nating nation building, how you can help the community through the taxes that we pay. And of course, ang pinaka-focus po talaga natin ngayon ay online taxation. Ladies and gentlemen, our resource person this afternoon who may cover what taxes do we need to pay, can we issue invoices or e-receipts, can we get BIR, COR online, and what are the requirements among others, is actually the chairman or founding chairman of the Asian Consulting Group, and he's a tax consultant of celebrities, author of many books, and he's also been talking about taxes and related contents to a lot of people, particularly to the celebrities. He's a tax consultant. And we're also very happy, before I introduce finally to you our speaker this afternoon, masaya rin po tayo dahil kasama po natin ngayon ang isa pong, palagay ko, hinahangaan sa Philippine television, si James Reid. Later on, I think you will get the chance of listening also to him, and also if you want to shoot any question, pwede po ninyong ibato yun sa kanya. And we just would like to take this opportunity of informing you that ito pong reboot package or Control Biz Reboot Now will be offering a lot of packages to our MSMEs who will go on board, meaning shifting from the brick and mortar to the online service. Okay, so ngayon po, pag-uusapan po natin yung taxes. So as I was saying early on, maybe Mika can now start sharing the, okay, so there you go, the Philippines' first tax hub for MSMEs in Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you Mr. Mon Abria, Chairman and Senior Tax Advisor. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ms. Nelly. Good afternoon to all our viewers and everyone who will be able to watch this webinar or presentation. And I hope those who are live right now, please do share, because I will not just be giving a lecture. No, I think I'll be sharing a lot of good news as well. I just received a copy of the Senate bill that will grant us tax exemption. So tune in, because I will discuss it towards the end. But in the duration of this masterclass, you will be learning a lot. And we will also, of course, talk about how ECG takes advantage of technology, because we have our own Tax Swiss PH mobile app. I think we will play our video just to give everyone an idea of what we do at ECG.
Most people are afraid of taxes, even the word itself lang.
Why should we pay taxes? We know where our money is going. There's no point in it.
But the thing is, sa lahat naman ng ginagawa natin, halos may kakibat na tax eh.
Just because they're not following the law doesn't mean that we shouldn't, because then nothing gets done.
ACG wants to help other
young businessmen, young entrepreneurs,
make sure their taxes are good, they understand what tax is all about.
A fairer playing ground when it comes to business. There's no excuse being ignorant and not knowing about it, because knowledge really is power.
Kailangan lang ma-educate and ma-orient yung mga tao na magbayad ng maayos.
They're really trying to help everyone out by paying less taxes, but legally and paying it right.
Hindi dapat matakot yung mga tao sa pagbabayad doon.
Hey, we're all working together in one ecosystem. So let's make the ecosystem stronger.
Lahat ng gagawin mo ngayon will affect yung tomorrow.
And by paying taxes, we're helping actually everybody.
Yes, and before we formally begin the masterclass, I would like to invite our Vice President, a fellow founder, a co-creator of this amazing mobile app. And let's find out how is he right now, because I haven't seen him as well. James, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi,
Hi, Mon.
James. How are you? It's
I'm
been a
good.
long while.
Staying sane.
Staying sane.
Yes.
So you've been.
Hello to the viewers out there watching right now. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I'm not here to talk today. I'll leave all the talking to Monabrea because he loves it much.
No, but James, you've been very quiet now in social media. Siyempre, I'm also checking on James Reid, diba? How's everything? Kamusta? What have you been doing? And your hair with the brown hair.
Yeah, I know it's so long.
You need to cut the hair.
No, I'm not gonna cut it.
So how are you? What have you been doing?
I've been okay. I've been focused more on music and setting up my businesses. Careless and Island City, my two companies. We've been doing everything we can while we're at home to make sure that, by the time that things go back to normal, we're ahead of everyone else. We're not just sitting around doing nothing. We want, when we come out of this, we come out on top. So we get a head start. So that's kind of our attitude. That's how we're looking at it at quarantine.
Actually, Asik G, nandiyan ka ba? I would like to tell everyone, before we even talk about this new normal, maximizing the digital platforms. James is actually talking about it like 2 years ago. He's been talking about digital platforms, Asik G. Dapat itong consultant mo sa digital platforms. Asik G, hindi ako nagbibiro. No, walang halo. James is one of the very non-showbiz person in show business. His mind is like in blockchain technology. Remember, James? The first time he went into my office, there was a time he went to my room and he started talking about blockchain. I was like, blockchain. Then he started talking about digital platforms. You want to use, that is the future. I was like, yes, I support you, James. But honestly, it's not really getting into my mind how that digital platform, and who would have thought that this day would come? And it's a blessing in disguise that we have slowly embraced technology. So, James, what's really in your mind? Is it a lucid interval or an lucid dreaming that you have, that you were already thinking of digital platforms? You are with ABS-CBN, you were with Viva, you are, millions of followers, but you have a crazy mind. You've been thinking of a lot of these things already, even before this lockdown.
I think with the way that technology is moving, it just makes sense. Things are going online. But everything, we just have to be careful because it's a tool like anything else. It can be good and bad. So we just have to make sure that the right intentions behind the kind of platforms we're creating. And I think that the Ask the Tax Wiz PH app has the best intentions. It's really trying to help people pay their taxes on time, pay the proper taxes, to avoid any problems and things with any taxes at all. So we're really trying to protect people from fines and that kind of thing. So we're getting there slowly. We're not there yet. We're getting there slowly.
Yeah.
But as of now,
they can download it already.
App, yes, it's downloadable now. There's still a lot of really useful features like the calendar and the calculator. But coming soon will be the ability to take photos of your receipts and file and pay for your taxes all on one app.
Yeah, and the people, actually, it's really exciting, and a lot of people, millions of people are still asking, what does James Reid got to do with the Tax Wiz PH mobile app? So BIR is with us. BIR has been our partner, and I think it's really because we want to help in nation building, and we don't want to be a burden to each other. And this mobile app will really help all of us. Any message, James, to all our online businesses watching us now, digital platforms, startups? There are a lot of them, your followers, your fans, but they're also trying to start something.
all I can really say is that I really believe in you, Monabrea. I really
Vote
think
for
that
me.
that you can make a difference, and we're starting with this app. That's all I can say.
Thank you very much, James. James, please say hi to Asik Jean, the pioneer, the leader of this e-commerce in the Philippines.
Hello, it's nice to meet you, or video meet you.
We'll take you up on your offer, although the tax whiz volunteered you, but we hope we will take you up on his offer for you to help us out in the digitalization of SMEs.
Yes, I mean, Mom will always have my support.
Thank you,
And,
thank you.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
I know you have to do a lot of music. Please don't compose a music for tax. That will be crazy. But thank you. Thank you, James.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I will cut your hair when I see you. Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you.
James. Asek Jean, kamusta naman?
Sir, excited na kami sa iyong tips.
No, actually, Asek Jean, I just received a copy of the Senate bill. I mean, it's crazy. I think I can already say it. There's already a bill that proposes income tax exemption for all of us for 2020. We have to rally behind it, Asek Jean. So it includes employees, self-employed and professionals, and corporations. My gosh, if this gets approved, it will definitely be a good tax break. We don't literally have to complain anymore. So guys, everyone watching right now, all the fans and followers of James, make use of this time while we are on a lockdown. Don't just rant, you can watch Korean drama, but please be productive. Do something that will really make things better for all of us. And tax is not our enemy. Tax is our contribution to our country. It may sound like a cliche, but believe me when I say we can make tax work for us, and we can actually save money on our taxes if only we understand it. And this afternoon, in this masterclass, that's all that I promise to everyone. I just want everyone to feel excited the way I feel all the time whenever I think of taxes. Crazy, right? That's how James, Salve, and everyone address me. They describe me as a crazy guy, hoping that tax will be simple, flat, and affordable to everyone. But I think it's already happening. So I would like to start with the presentation. Iwas Buisit, that's our book. Hope you grab a copy of it. It's available, of course, to our online partners, Lazada, Shopee, and ABS-CBN Books. But look at the screen. It's actually not at Iwas Buisit Volume 1, because I've been working on Iwas Buisit 2. What to do when tax attacks your online business. So imagine, this is the new normal edition. So guys, we've been working on this. So grab a copy of the first book, the bestseller tax book. This one will be launched after the lockdown. So it will already be available, of course, online. So we don't need to see each other. You just have to order online. Next slide. I'm very excited. I think I saw James through a virtual meeting. This is the second time only. He's been very quiet the whole time. But of course, we talk about taxes, not about his love life or career. Always about taxes, and sometimes it's music. He thinks that I have some music inclination. He thinks. I think it's really crazy though, no? This is our topic, guys. 10 things you need to know about taxes in your online business. So, 10 lang po to. 10 things. You can take a photo, you can ask for a copy of the slide, you can take down notes. But what I am asking from everyone, please do take this seriously, because this is not just something that will cost us amount of money, but this is something that we can avoid if possible, if legal, and at the same time, if we need to pay, that will be our contribution to our country, especially in this time of crisis. The government needs funding. So first, what are the taxes I need to pay? Aside from why do I need to pay taxes, this is the most frequent question being asked. What are the taxes I need to pay? And I keep on saying to everyone that you don't need to scare, or don't scare yourself with the taxes that BIR will say, or that the accounting professors or the tax lawyers will say. Why? Those are not necessarily applicable to you. In fact, in the Philippines, there is still no digital tax. So, you've probably Googled it already. In the Philippines, wala po tayong digital tax. In short, kung ano yung buwis na binabayad natin or yung mga nagbabayad na online platforms, they are still using or they are still adopting the traditional taxes, income tax, VAT, etc. And why am I saying na wala pang digital tax? Kasi ilang bansa pa lang talaga ang may digital tax. Kasi pag sinabing digital tax, parang stock market na, withheld at source, wala nang fina-file yung mga nagtatransact online. Kasi nga online na lahat, paperless na. Pero unfortunately right now, dahil wala pang nile-legislate na digital tax, ang nangyayari, we fall under the old system, which is magpa-file ng return, whether even if there's an online option, pero may income tax, may VAT, may withholding tax, ang dami. So let's hope and pray with this group, sana mas lumaki ito at mas makuha natin yung suporta, lalo na ng ating mga lawmakers, that we will start drafting or really creating that blueprint of digital taxation in the Philippines, because that's the only way to grow this industry. Hindi po mag-grow ang digital economy kung left and right, up and down ang taxes. Either hindi sila magre-register or magre-register sila. So, ano ba itong tax na sinasabi natin? Of course, ang pinaka-common dyan is yung income tax. Narinig ko kanina si Ma'am Janet ng BIR, sabi niya, ang income tax yan kung may income ka. Tama nga naman. So, wag po tayong magalit sa income tax kasi it only applies when you have an income. Pero, may income ka o wala, dapat mag-file ka. So, these are the nuances or mga peculiarities na dapat naintindihan natin. Then, meron tayong business tax. Mamaya i-discuss natin bakit kailan ka kailangan VAT, kailan ka non-VAT, or kung income tax, pwede bang 3%, hindi 35%? Yan ang mga matututunan natin in this masterclass. So, I appeal to everyone, tune in, huwag kayo muna mag-CR or watch this again if you need to leave at a certain point in time. Then withholding taxes. Ito po yung madalas na iniiyak ng mga startups. Mon, wala naman ako empleyado, bakit may withholding tax ako? Mon, nasa bahay lang naman ako, gamit ko lang naman laptop ko, bakit ako sinisingil ng withholding tax? Bakit ang dami kong open cases? Well, to tell you honestly, kasalanan niyo po. Kasi wag daw mag-CR, baka magkasakit sa bato. Wag mag-CR. Ano ba? So, actually, kasalanan niyo. Bakit? Kasi dapat pag nag-register ka kay BIR, chine-checkan mo kung ano lang yung tax na applicable sa'yo. Hindi ko naman alam, kaya nga may masterclass na ganito. Therefore, kung wala kang empleyado, it's a startup online business, huwag kang mag-register sa withholding tax and compensation. Na-register ko na, kasi naman ngayon lang itong masterclass na to, si Asik Jin, hindi ka agad ito nilaunch pwede mong tanggalin. Mag-1905 ka, i-delete mo, cancel withholding tax on compensation para hindi na siya mag-generate ng open cases para hindi ka nasisingilin ng penalty ni BIR. Nasa bahay lang ako, Mon, wala din naman ako mga consultant. Minsan nga, inutusan ko lang yung anak ko, yung kapatid ko. Pero sinisingil ako ng expanded withholding tax. Pwede mo ding tanggalin. Uulitin ko. What are the taxes I need to pay? Depende po sa nature ng operation, sa mga gastusin, sa kinikita, anong industriya. Hindi po porket yung kapitbahay mo o yung kaibigan mo o yung iniidolo mo nagbayad ng VAT, magbabayad ka din ng VAT. Na may withholding tax on compensation, naki-withholding tax on compensation ka. Hindi mo lang man tinanong bakit ba sila may withholding tax on compensation. Pero it's also a reminder na kung may empleyado ka, kahit na puro sila minimum wage, which means exempted sa income tax, required ka pa rin mag-file ng withholding tax on compensation. Zero nga lang. Exempt siya. So, magkaiba yun. Magkaiba yung magpa-file sa magbabayad. Kasi pag exempt siya, required pa rin i-file, pero walang babayaran. Pero kung hindi talaga applicable sa'yo yung tax na yan, alisin mo sa registration mo. So, I guess si number 1 is actually going back to registration phase. If it's not applicable to you, paano ko malalaman? Listen to me. If it's not applicable to you, cancel it. Remove it from your registration. Accumulate na yung penalty. Sulatan yung RDO. Huwag po tayo makipag-usap kung kani-kanino nakatambay doon sa labas ng BIR. Write a letter to the RDO, Revenue District Officer. At kung sasabihin mo, ano yung nangyari? Hindi ba nag-operate yung business? Were you not properly informed? O nawala ka naman talagang empleyado? They can check the SSS. Kumbaga, show proof Documentation, alam mo, at the end, ako natutunan ko to now that we are working directly and closely with BIR, it's all about substantiation, documentation. As long as you can prove it, hindi magagalit si BIR, hindi kanya itatax. Pero kung wala naman talagang documentation, hindi anybody can just claim it. So you have to also put yourself in the shoes of BIR examiners or officials. If they will just allow anybody not to pay taxes, lahat hindi na lang magbabayad. Tama po ba? So, what are the taxes I need to pay? Ano po ba yung taxes na applicable sa inyo? And right now, kung hindi ka pa nagre-register, make sure na you read up first, okay? Meaning, you can follow our page. Honestly, it's not hard sell because it's free. Follow Asian Consulting Group na hindi na natutulog yung digital team namin kaka-create ng infographics, article online, etc. All you have to do is to do your homework. Basa po tayo. Okay, number 2. Ano naman ngayon to? How can I file and pay? O alam na natin kung ano yung applicable sa atin or kung ano yung taxes na babayaran natin. Paano naman ako magbabayad o magfa-file? Well, the good news is electronic. Marami ng ways or electronic na hindi na tulad dati na you have to queue. So yung mga nagre-reklamong pipila sila sa BIR, baka po PWD yun or mga zero payment or no tax due. Kasi po everything else pwede ng electronic. Kaya nga po, alam nyo, sa totoo lang, nape-pressure ako kay James kasi gusto niyang matapos na yung filing and paying online using our app. Ngayon, hindi pa siya tapos kasi meron, aside from accreditation ni BIR, we have to talk to Union Bank. Ayan, mga nakalagay pala dito. Kay Marvin, sa Paymaya. I mean, we have to finalize and link it to our app and get accreditation of BIR. Hindi po kasalanan ni BIR to. It's really a long process of development, testing, etc. But what we can assure you, tulad ng sinabi ni James, the reason why he is on board, he believes in our cause. More than a business making profit, ang sinusuportahan ni James is the advocacy, our advocacy to make things really simple, easy, and efficient. Yung hindi ka na ma-stress. So imagine niyo po to. Actually, step up din ng BIR, level up sa mga infographics. O ito po kinuha to sa BIR, baka po sabihin niyo ginawa po namin to galing to sa BIR. So they are really making it simple for all of us. So I think it's also important that we acknowledge the efforts of government agencies. Kaninang umaga pinanood ko yung forum na yung discussion. Parang EODB task force ang usapan. Talagang kinukwento nila ano yung proseso, paano padadaliin, etc. We encourage everyone to please share the link daw po. Please let us educate everyone, lalo na yung mga takot at galit sa BIR. Huwag na po tayo magalit sa BIR. Okay? Ang kalaban natin yung mga walang alam. Tayo palang walang alam. Hindi alamin na natin para hindi po tayo magkagulo, no? So, filing, meron po tayong EBIR forms or EFPS. Downloadable po yung EBIR forms sa BIR. May steps din sila. You can also check on the BIR, Bureau of Internal Revenue Philippines, yung official Facebook page ni BIR. Napakalinaw po ng mga infographics or mga updates po doon. Or of course, again, you can also follow Asian Consulting Group. Ang difference kasi nung kay BIR sa Asian Consulting Group, yung digital team namin, mas nililimanize siya. Kasi yung mga gumagawa, hindi naman sila tax experts. So sila mismo, pag nalilito sila, they will have to clarify it. Sa BIR naman, ang challenge nila, galing sa regulation yung ina-upload nila sa Facebook. Kaya minsan medyo technical pa rin yung dating. And how do you pay? Ito, alam mo, sa totoo lang, kung may babayaran tayo, kung may pera naman tayo, lahat ng options nandiyan na. Union Bank, DBP, Land Bank, GCash, credit cards, Paymaya, of course. Lahat andyan na. Diba? Sabi ko nga, baka dumating yung araw, pati sa mga 24/7 na convenience store, pwede na magbayad. But let's not wait na mas dumami pa. Let's maximize whatever is available. Ang point ko lamang po, this lockdown, this ECQ should not be a reason for us not to comply or pay our taxes. The good news is, extended. So, we don't need to worry about it right now. What we can do is prepare. Alam niyo po, kanina, sinare din nila Daniel Padilla, nila Carla Estrada itong masterclass na to. No? We were talking about already dun sa mga babayaran taxes because the reality is, a lot of us are waiting for the lifting of ECQ. But actually, how many of us are preparing? New normal. Baka abnormal kalabasan natin dyan. Dapat po kinakalendar na natin ano yung mga deadlines. Imagine mo, postpone ang mga bills, whether rent, utilities, ang tawag dito, mga phone bills, lahat siya na postpone. And taxes. dapat china-chart na natin, binibilugan na natin sa calendar. And we start looking at our finances. Ano po ba yung cash balance natin? Sir Mon, wala na talagang cash. O tingnan natin yung mga government assistances kung meron bang loan, subsidy, etc. Hindi yung we just complain, we just get frustrated. Wala po magagawa yun. Dapat ang gawin natin, we face our fears, we face our bills, we face the expenses that we need to pay. I-schedule na po natin para yung cash flow natin ma-manage natin. Kasi I don't believe that tax is a special expense. Tax is just like any other expense. You can manage it. You can schedule it. There's a way to save. There's a way to defer. There are legal ways by which we can reduce our expenses, especially on penalties and compromises. You don't need to pay that if you do it properly. Okay? Next slide. So number 3 na tayo ha. So from dun sa anong mga taxes ang dapat bayaran na wag mong angkinin. Oh,
Cool.
this is the, watch this video.